Here we have a work problem on ratio. Okay, let's go to the information. The monthly incomes of two persons are in the ratio 4 to 5 and their monthly expenditures are in the ratio 7 to 9. If each saves for $50 per month, find their monthly incomes. Okay, here we have the ratio of the incomes of two persons of 4 to 5. Let me write the stuff over here. So we have the income ratio, that is 4 to 5. Okay, from the given income ratio, if I want to get the income of the first person and income of the second person, what I have to do is I have to multiply the terms of the ratio over here by the same non-zero number, say x. Okay, now let me write the income of the first person. So first person's income equals to, let me write the stuff over here. To get the income of the first person, what I have to do is I have to multiply the first term of the ratio by the non-zero number, say x, that is 4x. 4x represents the first person's income. Now let me write the second person's income. Let me write the stuff over here. So second person's income. To get the second person's income, I have to multiply the second term of the ratio by the same non-zero number, that is x. Then 5x represents the second person's income. According to the question, we have to find the value of this 4x, which represents the income of the first person, and 5x, the value of 5x, which represents the income of the second person. Okay, to get the value of the expression 4x, first I have to get the value of x. Once I get the value of x, it can be multiplied by 4 to get the income of the first person, and the value of x can be multiplied by 5 to get the income of the second person. Okay, so for that we have to use the other information we have in the question. So that is their monthly expenditures are in the ratio 7 to 9, and also each person saves $50 per month. Okay, here already we know the income of the first person in terms of x, that is 4x. From this income 4x, if I subtract the savings of $50, what will this one represent? So here we have income negative savings. So this expression gives the expenditure of the first person. Okay, now let me get the expenditure of the second person. For that, we have to subtract the savings of the second person from his income, that is 5x. Then 5x negative 50, this expression represents the expenditure of the second person. So now if I do ratio between these two quantities, so this ratio gives the expenditures of the two persons. Already we have the ratio of the expenditures of the two persons in the question, that is 7 to 9. So the ratio what I got over here, the ratio 7 to 9 given in the question represent the same stuff, that is the ratio of their expenditures. So since these two ratios represent the same stuff, we can equate them. So that is it is equal to 7 to 9. Actually, my aim is to find the value of x. Once I get the value of x, it can be multiplied by 4, and the same, it can be multiplied by 5 to get the incomes of the two people, monthly incomes. Okay, now, so to get the value of x in this equation, better we can write the ratios on both sides of this equation as fractions. Then I'm getting 4x negative 50 over 5x negative 50 equals to 7 over 9. Okay, now in our next step, what we can do is we can do cross multiplication. That is, the numerator over here has to be multiplied by this denominator, and this numerator has to be multiplied by this denominator. So that's called cross multiplication. Then I'm getting 9 times of 4x negative 50 equals to 7 times of 5x negative 50. Now we can distribute this 9 to 4x and 50. Then I'm getting 9 times 4 is 36, that is 36x, negative 9 times negative 50 is negative 450. So we can distribute this 7 to 5x and I'm getting 35x. When I distribute this 7 to negative 50, I'm getting 350. Okay, now to solve for x, we have to get rid of the variable on one of the sides of the equation. Because the variable x appears on both sides of the equation, so we have to get rid of the term which contains variable on one of the sides. Better we can get rid of the 35x on the right side. For that, we have to subtract 35x from both sides. So when I do so, so this positive 35x, negative 35x will cancel out. When I combine 36x, negative 35x, I'm getting just x, 1x, negative 450 equals to negative 350. To solve for x, I have to get of this negative 450. For that, I have to add 450 to both sides. When I do so, so this negative 450, positive 450 will cancel. I'm getting x equals to, when I combine negative 350, positive 450, I'm getting just 100. Okay, now I got the value of x. Now what I have to do is I have to plug in this x equals to 100 into this one. That is 4 times, instead of x, I'm writing 100. 4 times 100 is $400. So this is the income of the first person. And now to get the income of the second person, I have to plug in x equals to 100 over here. That is 5 times 100, which is equal to $500. So the income of the monthly income of the first person is $400, and the monthly income of the second person is $500.